So that is the end of Anne of Green Gables. I know I've mentioned before that there are several sequels to it. Maybe I'll read one later. And it ends with, and God is in his heaven, and all is right with the world, which was from a book by Robert Browning, written in 1848, called Pippa Passes, which is a series of events that takes place during one day. And the main character in Pippa Passes is Pippa, who's a little girl who works in a mill spinning silk. And so she works hard every day, and she's like 6. So she's this little girl, and she gets one day off per year. And this is her one day off. And she's like, and God is in his heaven, and all is right with the world. Um, which is, it's a good sentiment to be able to say all is right with the world. Um, so it's kind of sad what happens in a way, uh, where Anne loses her chance to go to college, but she decides that she's going to stay at home and do correspondence school. So people can learn just as effectively by that. Some people actually learn better than inside of a crowded classroom. But she's going to keep up with her studies. She's made a good dear friend in Gilbert. Um, and since, they're both adults now, or adultish, I guess at that point, 16 was an adult in Canada. The age for being an adult has changed over the years and over places. In the US, for most things, it's 18. Other things, it's 21 or 25 even. 25 to rent a car, check into a hotel. But Anne is 16 and a half, and she's a woman. And Gilbert's about the same age, and he's a man. And they both have grown up adult jobs now. So maybe in a later book they get married. I'm not going to spoil the surprise. But anyway. And Marilla has mellowed. So, it was when Marilla was first described, it was like she was cut from stone, and she was unyielding, and she was harsh. And Anne livened her up and softened her hard edges. Um and Marilla has mellowed. And yeah, she's going to be restricted from doing some things that she likes. Um she won't be able to read because reading can put a strain on the eyes. Um won't be able to do needlework. She could probably putter around in the kitchen and do some cooking because that's looking at big things far away, or big things at arm's length as opposed to little things up close. So, she'll be able to do some of that stuff, and she'll be able to enjoy the sunsets. And Anne has promised to read to her, so yeah. Anne's going to be reading to Marilla, so kind of like this. Anyway, that was Anne of Green Gables. I hope you enjoyed it.